So here's 3 reasons why people really struggle to know their purpose. Number 1, where in our life as people do we sit around tables and really talk about purpose? In education, there's a long list of things that we have to go through as students. But where does the purpose conversation happen? Where does someone simply have conversations about why do I exist? And what is the purpose of me? It's never talked about, so how can we possibly know it? Number 2, second reason we don't know our purpose is we're too busy thinking about our problems. Let's face it, as human beings, when problems come up, they just grab our attention. Well, problems will always exist in our lives and in the people in our lives. And so if we're problem focused, we literally never have time to think about purpose because we're always thinking about problems. But let's talk about number 3. The third reason why people do not know their purpose is we think that purpose is something outside of us that we go find instead of something inside of ourselves that we find. We tend to think that purpose is something outside of us that we go and accomplish, as if we go find our purpose and get it. Actually, purpose is something inside of us that we go and we give. I'll never forget sitting at a restaurant with a young man, about 15 years old. He and his older brother were sitting there, and he looked at me and he said, "How does someone find it?" And he knows the work that I do, and I said, "What?" He said, "How does someone find their purpose?" I was like, "Well, if you look in the wrong place, you'll never find it, like ever. But if you look in the right place," I said, "Chucky, it's easy." And I talked to him about the philosopher named Kermit the Frog, who once, in my mind, sat on a log and sang this song called Rainbow Connection, which simply says, why are there so many songs about rainbows and what's on the other side? I said, "Chucky, here's the problem with us humans. We're always looking outside of us for this rainbow, this thing that I can chase, this accomplishment I can go try to accomplish, this location I can get to. And it feels like if I just do that thing and I chase it and I do it, at the end of it, there'll be this pot of gold and I can say, look, everyone, I did it." And it feels like that's what life is. But it causes all of us to go on this fruitless, frustrating pursuit, trying to do something to validate our existence. And what if we never find our rainbow? What if we never get to the other side of the rainbow? What if we do find a rainbow and we do find the other side of it and there's no pot of gold at all? Whether we accomplish the dream or not, what if it's just frustration at the end of the journey? I said, "Chucky, there's a much better way of living life that can cause you to not have the frustration of that kind of journey. Instead, you can realize that you were born at the end of the rainbow. Your life, it's as if you're a pot of gold for the world. And so instead of you looking for something outside of yourself to go get, you can see this thing inside of you that you can go and give." The rainbow, it's like the opposite rainbow. You are at the end of the rainbow the day you're born, and you spend your life simply giving the gift of who you are to the world. And it can look like so many things. You might accomplish this or not accomplish this, but you might accomplish this. You don't go here, but you do go here. And after you go here, you go there. And there's lots of comings and goings and lots of mountains that you climb, but instead of searching for like this perfect endeavor with your life, what if you can simply look in the mirror and know who you are as a person and simply spend your life giving the gift of who you are? So many people want to live a passionate life and do something with it. People that want their life to count, people that feel like their life must make a difference. It is so important to know your purpose, or else you can feel like you're constantly swinging and missing, or you don't even know if you're standing at home plate. You're just swinging and swinging and swinging. What an exhausting journey. But there's a different way. You can know your purpose. And that purpose is inside of you. And you don't have to spend years searching for the perfect thing out there. There is no perfect thing out there. But there's a beautiful thing inside of you. And the world would love for you to give the gift of who you are. I hope this is helpful. People call me the purpose guy because I'm simply driven by this one thought that people can know their purpose and really must know their purpose in order to live your best, bold life. So this is the kind of conversations I love to have with people, and it's exciting to me to think that through this screen, I can talk to you. And honestly, through this forum of YouTube, you can talk to me too. So send me a comment, send me an email, mark@markdelaney.me. I'd love to know your story. And I just want to leave you with this one thought, that you can, without a doubt, know your purpose. And by the way, you can overcome anything that's holding you back from living it out boldly. Now go take on the day.